Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Tech Talk Tonight. This is episode number 63. Once again, we're throwing around different technology crap here. We're back on the old system. I think my video is going to be way off synced with my actual talking and voice. And Gavin's video tends to go psychedelic about every 5 minutes or so. But right now, we have his video. Gavin, how are you doing?
Hey, everybody. How are you, Braden?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Why are you wearing that outlandish costume?
Hey, you noticed. This outlandish costume is part of the reason that we have to do this so late tonight is because I got roped into a little play called The Wedding Singer over in Clinton County Showcases. So this is in Breeze, Illinois. The community theater is called Clinton County Showcase. Check out ccshowcase.com.
No one cares.
Thanks.
Why? Wait, The Wedding Singer, isn't that like Adam Sandler?
Yes.
Then why are you wearing a Western?
It's a Western vest, but this is like what they wore in the 80s when they were in bands or something. I don't know. I was given the vest tonight, and I wore it, and people laughed, so it'll probably get thrown in somewhere. That's how it's going to go.
What's your part?
My name is Sammy. Now, I don't know what the guy's name is in the movie, but essentially I'm the limo cab driver, except in the play I don't drive a limo. I'm in the actual band. I'm the bass player. Does that make any sense?
Let's get to tech news.
Yeah, why don't we?
So did you hear about this? Microsoft and NBC are getting a divorce, as it were.
Yeah, no wedding singer for them. Total. It's a mutual breakup. I hear. I feel that he's just not that much into her anymore. Is how this is going.
Well, I mean, the story goes that Microsoft and NBC have had MSNBC. A partnership between those two companies for a really long time. Like, what was it, like 16 years?
Yeah, this started way back in the first .com boom. That's when they merged.
I honestly don't understand it. I've never understood the naming of MSNBC because it was supposed to be a mashup of MSN and NBC, and it was kind of dumb.
Well, there was an actual partnership there where Microsoft bought into part of NPC, I believe, or the vice versa. Was that?
And then they ran the TV channel together for a while, but then for the past year or so, Microsoft got out of the TV channel, but they still owned the website together, so there was a confusion.
Right.
So now they're totally separate.
But now, yes, the website is gone, and everything is, they've gone their separate ways, and they're both better for it. That's how this has gone down. And really, this isn't going to change anything. I don't think you're still going to get the same type of news. It's just news.nbc.com. Is that right?
I think MSNBC.com redirects to NBCnews.com.
NBC News. Got it.
And it'll be interesting to see how they integrate the NBC Olympic coverage, because that's a pretty big deal for NBC every year.
So, wait a second. Do you think this is a way of getting away from having to use Silverlight to stream the Olympics?
That is a good point. Although I feel like it's probably a different contract under which they did that 4 years. What was it, 4 or 8 years ago that they did Silverlight?
No, this was just the last one, I think. Because I remember.
But actually, the Olympics. Speaking of that, the Olympics video site is out there. If you go to, I think it's NBCOlympics.com.
Now, is this a completely sanctioned Olympic website? I'm not going to get a cease and desist order if I own this domain?
No, I mean, NBC's the official coverage.
Okay.
And you can actually, if you have cable or satellite, you can log into the website, and then you'll be able to watch everything. And I believe it's on Flash, if I remember what I watched.
Okay, so total Flash-based. Are we going to have...
Oh, no, it says coming soon live streaming, so we don't yet know whether it's going to be Flash, although it does look like it's a YouTube. It looks like they're using YouTube partially as well. So.
Oh, so this could be a Google partnership, and we're getting YouTube to stream it live to us.
I don't know. We'll see.
We will see, and when we find out, we'll talk about it here on Tech Talk Tonight.
Close the show. That's it.
And we're out. Gavin, what else is going on in tech news? Because I know there's so much more happening these days.
I mean, our weekly Apple coverage, there's two stories about Apple. First is that there's rumors out there that the Apple stores across the nation are going to have overnight work for their employees July 24th. People are speculating that Mountain Lion is going to come out. This is pretty standard. You know, they have to post the billboards for Mountain Lion, and they have to install the new OS on all their machines. So lots of people think that Mountain Lion's going to come out then. Lots of people are excited about.
Is there a lot of people that stand in line for an OS release now?
That's
I
the
thought
weird
they were all
thing.
pushed out through the App Store.
That's the weird thing, and I think it's not so much as they're worried about people standing in line so much as they need to prep the store. So that's why the workers are going to have to work late. So if you're excited about Mountain Lion, we'll look for it next week for a $20 upgrade.
I will look forward to it because, I don't know, it has some interesting features to it. We've talked about it way back in the day, so go check us out. Probably, 8 or so episodes ago we talked about Mountain Lion. So check back, late 50s.
The other Apple story is that there was a suit in the UK that Apple was alleging that Samsung copied their tablet design. And it turns out that the judge, or however UK works, the jury or whatever, ruled that Samsung did not actually copy, and they went further and said that Apple must publish a notice saying that Samsung didn't copy the iPad, both in a newspaper and on their website.
Yeah, but, okay, yay, they came out and said, ooh, we didn't copy you. But they still, I don't know.
I think
that doesn't seem like
hilarious.
a big slap on the hand. That's all that is. There's no money transaction here or anything.
I mean, I think it's pretty funny in that, usually it's just nothing. It's just everybody walks away from the table. Okay, you didn't copy. Maybe they pay court costs or whatever, but this guy's actually saying, hey, Apple, you need to put on your website that they didn't copy because you've been throwing rotten tomatoes at Samsung from the very beginning. So, I don't know. I thought it was just kind of funny. Anyway,
I'm not laughing. I think this is
what
very
else is
serious.
Happening? You posted some stories, Braden, on YouTube, and
I didn't post them on YouTube. I have been talking to the YouTube Creators Club in Illinois and stuff, trying to guide the young minds of the YouTube community. Actually, I have no idea how old these people. Actually, there are some younger kids out there in this YouTube group that I've been sending out some helpful tips, hopefully, to. There's just some unexperienced things out there on YouTube. Don't you need every other second cut into the next second so it seems like your head jerks around and you've seen all these.
Kids are doing it nowadays.
Yeah, what's up with that type of editing? I've never been a big fan of that, but it does seem like that type of YouTube video itself gets a lot of hits. It's nothing
quite interesting.
It's nothing like this, Gavin. We're completely raw and unedited, and anybody could say anything in the chat room right now, or you could stand up and reveal that you're not actually wearing pants. Cuts to Gavin. Waits.
It's not gonna happen.
You're not gonna stand up because you actually are not wearing pants. I know this is true, but and segue here. If you did do that, and since I'm obligated to post whatever we record right here onto YouTube, mostly because I'm lazy and don't want to edit this. But besides the point, if you did stand up, I could now blur you. We have the YouTube blur tool that has been created for us YouTube users.
That was the longest segue in the history of segues.
It was 2 stories, Gavin. Thank you.
But that wouldn't actually be able to blur whatever. It only blurs faces, right?
I thought you could choose what on the screen to blur and for how long.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just kind of making this up. I think it automatically finds faces and does that, and maybe you can do manual too. But it's using the technology that they have from their Google Street View cars that actually blurs faces and blurs license plates. And that's how they're doing it. They do allow you to manually go in and make sure it was blurred correctly because if you they said they're targeting it towards protesters and
Yeah,
dissidents
yeah.
and things where you need
Police
to protect
videos.
identities of the people in the videos.
So should I come out with this actual episode with both of our faces completely blurred and like modulate the audio so we sound like this and it's not actually our voices coming across?
That would actually be kind of funny, but I don't think so. I think people, all the ladies out there, really want to see your smiling face, Braden, in
But what about your
smoking
completely
hot.
washed out webcam face? I think they want to see you much more.
No,
I
I'm
mean,
stretched. The webcam adds 20 pounds.
if you think it's just 20 pounds, I salute you, sir. Yeah, but, dashing vest and all that we carry on in. Anyway, so we got YouTube Blur. It's a nice little tool, I think, added out to the YouTube community. I'm looking forward to, like, them adding more editing tools and stuff, because there's plenty of things that I'd love to be able to do, like, essentially in the post. Like, last week when you told me I accidentally, what did I do? I added the entire after show on after our actual show, and you went on that complete tirade about cursing about the government and everything.
I don't do that, but yeah, I mean, you can do that in YouTube, can't you? Right now?
Yes, there is a clipping tool that you're able to shorten things down as far as your video and stuff is concerned, which we have done, but then that throws my the credits that I tag on the end out of place and such. So if they gave me like a little bit more utilization to that tool to where I could like take snippets out and maybe even move clips around. I mean, basically we're creating
how long until we've got full like editor quality video editing in the browser, like software like as a service?
I think you're going to have like Final Cut Pro Elements or whatever the light version is, like within the next 10 years on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely should. There's no reason not to. The only thing preventing them at this point is being able to upload that much amount of video to, like to the internet and then editing it down. Like you have to upload a ton.
You have to upload a ton, but I think it would actually be the pure processing power that's needed behind the actual like recreating of all the videos and stuff too, because not only are you going to upload your video and YouTube's then going to process it, so that's like a whole rendering time that they're doing there, but then they're going to let you edit it, so essentially they have to re-render the video all over again. And they're smart there. Maybe they'll figure out a way that it does the rendering on the fly. I mean, they've got some of the biggest supercomputers to begin with, so more power to them. I'm looking forward to it. Google, we got our eyes on you.
So speaking of the future, another story that you posted is that NASA is partnering with Microsoft to launch its first console game.
Yes. Console game. Essentially, I think they're making use of the Indie Place game. I'm not an Xbox owner, so I don't actually know where they're putting this thing. But it's going to be a game.
What is the game? The game is basically like the rover... Mars rover.
You're flying around the rover on Mars, and you're trying to land it safely and stuff. And I think NASA is actually using their data and stuff that they have from the pictures and everything from the Mars rovers and stuff, and they've utilized it into a game that, they're trying to throw out there to get some more interest into Mars, I think.
It's basically a propaganda game, just like what the U.S. Army put out a propaganda game called like. I think it was called like National Army or something.
Ooh, what was that called? No, it was
America's Army.
America's Army, yeah. I knew the initials was AA. So yeah. And the Army also does a lot of things with LAN parties and stuff. They'll go around with a big old simulator and gun or makeshift guns and stuff into those games and stuff. They've always been kind of a big proponent to games and stuff, but that's their target crowd, the same crowd that video games are essentially made for. So
do you think this makes sense that NASA should be targeting people who are into video games as well to kind of get national pride behind NASA? NASA's all about right now trying to get more funding.
I think so. Definitely, because it's kind of like a video game to begin with what they're doing with like the Mars rover thing. Like from the screenshots and stuff that you can see from the game, yeah, it's a little like lower fi stuff, but if they keep like ramping this game up to the point to like, eventually you have your own Mars rover on Mars, because eventually, everything becomes dirt cheap. They got all that funding, and they just threw millions of Mars rovers on Mars, and then the video game links up right with the Mars rover, and you can drive an actual rover around on Mars on your Xbox. That's end game for them right there with their game.
So it's like Ender's Game. Well, spoiler alert. It's like Ender's Game where you think you're playing a game, but you're actually landing the Mars rover via computer link.
Did you just ruin Ender's Game for me?
No, you weren't gonna read that book.
You seriously
Sorry.
just ruined Ender's Game for me.
Sorry.
Seriously.
Hey, you're getting fiber soon, aren't you, Braden?
Someday, maybe we'll have
Have
fiber
you heard
down
about the
here.
Google Fiber coming July 26th?
No, Gavin, what's Google Fiber?
I don't know. No one knows. But if you go to their website, you can save the date and get more information if you put your email into their form.
What
I
was
didn't
the
really
date
read
you
any
were
of-
giving? Was that April 1st? Was that the April 1st? Is that when it's coming out?
This is a real thing, July
Oh, okay.
26th. What do you think it's going to be? Are they going to be rolling out fiber to cities? I bet so.
But it's going to be selective cities. I mean, it took forever just to Highland to get fiber, and it takes them even longer for them to install it all over the city. So,
But this is refreshing. Google has done this with Chrome, and now they're doing it with internet connections where it's in Google's best interest to have people searching more because they're an advertising company and they get money when you search. So the faster you can search, the more money they make. And that's with Chrome. Chrome sped up internet browsing, and now Google Fiber is going to too. So I really think that Google is going to make internet browsers' lives, the people who are using the internet, our lives better.
that sounds great to me. And if they want to do it for free and they want to give us that connection,
I'm not saying they're going to do it for free, but I think they're pushing the envelope. Lots of people don't have access to fiber right now, or like the only option is like from your telephone company where it's really expensive. Maybe
Yeah.
they're going to come in and offer it at a more competitive price, and I think that'll be good for everybody.
I'm all for it.
But
Even if it's coming to town.
Do you have fiber? You're getting fiber through your town.
Yes.
Do you have that yet?
Highland Communications is coming out with a fiber line that will hopefully come here, and it will speed up our
It's
videos
supposed to
so
be
we can use
installed
even...
already, though. Did they delay your install?
No, it's here in the area. We just haven't had the time to schedule an appointment to get it set up here.
Oh, are they as bad as Charter, where they're like, we'll be there between 2:30 p.m. and 9:30 p.m. on Saturday or Sunday or Monday?
No, it's not even that. It's like we haven't even called them to schedule that time yet.
We'll do it tonight.
Okay.
You can do it on the air after show. That's why everybody should watch the after show.
Yeah, sure. We'll see if that happens. Anyway, Gavin, we got any other stories? I think
That's all I got. You look
we're
tired
on
from a long day of musical practice, so I think we'll leave it at that.
Okay. I had a subreddit of the week. What was it?
Oh yeah, what was it?
The Republic of Reddit. There was one of
Republic
those.
of Reddit. I don't really understand it. Please explain.
I don't understand it either. Dang it, you were supposed to research this. But go check out reddit.com
No, I think I understand. I think it's
/r/Republic of Reddit.
basically they've got a bunch of subreddits that are the same as popular ones, but they're more upstanding. So they've got like Republic of Funny, which is like funny things but without all the memes, or Republic of Pictures, which is like pictures without any or just like good upstanding photography and visual art instead of like funny things. And they also have Republic of Music, Republic of Gaming. So the Republic of Reddit is just kind of the overarching discussion on these other Republic of subreddits.
So they're trying to make Reddit a better place by organizing it more. With only
think-
3,750 readers to it, that seems like a very small percentage of the actual Reddit crowd.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's a huge deal, and I don't think they would even go as far. I mean, I am just speaking on their behalf based on my 30 seconds of reading the website, but I think they would say that they're just having an alternate kind of version, a more upstanding, a more highbrow version, and they're fine with their /r/vids to be out there doing their thing, and they don't care. Like they don't. That's the amazingness of Reddit, right? You can
That is true.
subscribe or unsubscribe. So
This is
to
very
each his
true.
own, as it
And
were.
you're probably not going to have to put up with nearly as many reposts and stuff. It's going to be more refined content and stuff. So for that, I applaud them. I have subscribed. I will go through and give this even more of a light of day. I'm sorry, I stumbled upon it. It seemed very interesting, just then didn't get the time to actually do the hard research there. But we have now. Oh my God, I lost Gavin. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. So, this was Gavin's video. This is the computer rebooting that Gavin was on. I need a technical difficulty sign for just when this happens. Gavin, are you still in the chat room? Oh. Speak to me, buddy. Come back to life. Let's just wish this computer booted a little bit faster. Hey, Gavin. Gavin's now going to do the rest of the show from the chat room. Gavin, do we have any other stories to talk about? What's that? No, we don't. We need to just sign off because everything's gone to hell. Okay. Well, this has been fun, everybody. Gavin, say goodnight to everybody. That's Find Gavin on GavinR.com. And you can find me over at my Twitter, at BradenH, or on Google+. Just search Braden Henze. And all of our links and stuff are over on our website, TechTalkTonight.com. Go check out our subreddit. We're posting stuff there, our stories and such. That's reddit.com/r/TechTalkTonight. And Gavin can also be found on Twitter at GavinR. We want to wish everybody a wonderful evening, and we'll get Gavin back here in a second to do a post show, I guess, and he can yell at me for all the technical difficulties we ran into tonight. But with that, good night, everybody, and we'll see you next Wednesday.